This Chevy dealership added over a $15,000 package onto this Silverado. It brought it up to $94,000. And the other crazy part about it is all it is some wheels and an aftermarket bumper kit for 15 grand. And you won't ever get any of that out of it. Literally, you'll never get the money out of it. When you go to resell it, they're not even gonna value this stuff in there. So one, you're probably paying more than what the stuff should cost because you're buying it from the dealership, and you're gonna lose your ass on resale value. So pretty interesting on that. And Chevrolet is going through a lot right now because they're continuing to lose money on electric vehicles. And they keep investing into that, but they're trying to sell, it seems like sometimes, higher end vehicles for sure. More expensive, sell less of them, that way they can make more of a profit. Let's look at this Tahoe, because I worked at a Chevy dealership. Tahoes were, on the high end in the 70s. Now, 84,000. Everything has had a 20, 30% increase. It's just how it is. The Traverse right in front of you, literally used to be pretty affordable actually. You can get one in the 30s, but whenever you got to the higher end with the captain seats, they were near the 40s, near the 50s, but now 56. So let's say an extra 6 to 7 grand probably, because they just redesigned it. Literally an extra 6 or 7 grand though, that adds up because people are financing these vehicles. And I forgot to mention, that truck's been here 321 days according to Car Edge. 321 days sitting on the lot. These dealers, if you don't know, they finance their inventory. So they're paying interest every day as it sits here, and interest rates are not low right now. So literally, that vehicle cost the dealership more money. They did all the aftermarket stuff. They should have never done any of that stuff. And you have Chevrolet Corporation wanting to push these EVs down here. And the dealership doesn't want them. But they don't have much of an option because, yes, dealerships can decline allocations. They can decline vehicles. But if they decline allocations, then actually General Motors will say, okay, well then we're not going to give you any more Corvettes. We're not going to give you any more desirable vehicles. We're not going to give you any more of these trucks. We're not going to give you this. So you really can't decline stuff. And this is the #1 Chevy dealership in my area. I think it's in all of Oklahoma actually. Yeah, so this is a EV Equinox. $43,000. You only have a 200 and something mile range, and who knows what the resale value on this is going to be. Probably not that good. So you have a lot of issues. Let's compare it to a regular gas Equinox. Let's see. And this is the redesigned Equinox. So let's see. Let's get a true comparison here. Let's see. 38,000. So, and these are pretty close in trim. So you pay an extra what? Is that $8,000 for EV to have the hassle? And as of right now, there are no charging stations really. In 2025, they're going to be allowed to use Tesla chargers with an adapter. But at the end of the day, you have a lot of issues with these EVs. And for General Motors to lose billions of dollars a year selling these electric vehicles and to continue selling them, it just doesn't make sense considering they do have a fiduciary responsibility to return a profit. And I understand you got to kind of work in these electric vehicles, but General Motors has learned, yeah, we need to slow down. If you don't know, they're actually starting to tone down. All their predictions for the year of electric vehicle sales have all went down. They've all lowered their predictions because they know they cannot meet their predictions. There's no way they're going to be able to sell this million vehicles they wanted to sell or something by 2025. There's no way they can sell that many electric vehicles. And General Motors has had a lot of issues with electric vehicles. And honestly, it's all electric vehicles, with the whole catch and fire deal. It's kind of scary actually. So a lot of issues. And this dealership used to charge markups for sure. Because during the pandemic, I was working at a Chevy dealership and this was the main competitor. This is the #1 Chevy dealership in Oklahoma. And basically, we would compete with them, and people would bring their sticker, they would bring the numbers, and it would literally say market adjustment 5,000, market adjustment 10,000. If it was a Corvette, it would be 10,000. If it was a truck or a Tahoe, it would be 5,000. So I've seen it in writing, I've seen it in person that this place has done markups. Yeah, 69,000, 2020. Hey, this is the first 25 I think I've seen. LTZ, but at least it comes with that V8. But as those V8s become more efficient, to be honest, I think they will be less reliable, to be honest. That's my opinion. But General Motors is committing nearly $1 billion to continue to build the V8. So I will give them credit there. They are sticking with the V8, but they're making a huge mistake losing. Literally in 2022 they lost, I think it was 3.3 billion, and in 2023 they lost 2.5 billion in these electric vehicles. So there's something else that has to change, because obviously people don't want electric vehicles from General Motors. Like, that's just plain and simple. Because if you're going to buy an electric vehicle, you could just go buy, a Tesla, and it would be probably cheaper, better resale value, better vehicle, all that kind of stuff. But in general, most people just don't want an electric vehicle. And you saw it plain and day. These are both RS models, I'm pretty sure, and literally $8,000 less for the gas one, and you don't have to worry about any problems with charging. So a lot more benefits there. You literally have a truck that's been sitting over here 321 days, according to Car Edge, and it's because they added that aftermarket package. It's a ZR2 package to begin with. The ZR2 is a very capable truck. It's Chevy's version of like a Baja version, and for them to add the bumper kit and the aftermarket wheels and tires, and they might have gave it a little bit of a lift as well, I'm pretty sure, yeah. But for them to do all that and to charge $15,000, no one's gonna pay for all that. And you can tell it's been sitting. I'm gonna actually get it so you guys can check. Go to caredge.com, guys. It's a really cool website. You can check all sorts of stuff, but yeah, you can actually check that VIN right there. Literally 321 days today, just sitting on the lot. Almost a full year on the lot. Someone made a mistake somewhere, I can tell you that much. But hey guys, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what's going on with General Motors and the whole electric vehicle push. Luckily, they're starting to kind of slow down now a little bit. From what I'm seeing, they're all lowering their quotas of electric vehicles in the corporate office. They're all realizing, hey, people don't want them they don't want them right now. So that's a good thing, and at least they're still keeping the V8. So I will give them credit on that, but they definitely, they still lost billions of dollars over the last few years pushing EVs. So they're not perfect, but at the end of the day, they are keeping the V8, and they kind of promise to keep it for as long as they can. So I'll give them credit to the end on that one. But hey, let me know what you think, and have a blessed day.